Hi everyone, Juanita Armstrong here with Maricopa County Parks and Rec. Today we're going to talk about and learn how to collect seed from annual plants, especially wild lupine or Coulter's lupine, which is this purple flowering plant that you see right next to me. I did want to just point out that whenever you're collecting annuals, you don't want to take more than 1/3 of each plant or 1/3 of the entire population, which would be like this grouping right here that you see we would consider a population. You also only want to take from this area, like the same area. You don't take from it every year. You switch off years, or maybe every 3 years we'll come back to the same spot and we'll collect some seed. So one thing that you're going to notice is that the wild lupine right now, a lot of these are in flower that you see right here. And then this one right here, and I'm going to cut it right down here. Actually, I want this one right here. So the thing about lupine is you're going to have plants that are already dropped their seeds, and that's what you're seeing right here where they've twisted. And then you're going to have plants that are that are starting to seed right here, and then you'll usually have flowers at the top. So this tells me that this plant is just about ready to collect once it's already dropped some seed. So then I know I try to stick when I collect them, collecting from the ones that already dropped seed. So from this plant right here, I removed this particular one, and I gave it enough stem so that these guys will finish forming their seeds and they'll be ripe. And so what you do is after you cut it with like a pair of clipping holes or a pair of clippers, and then you just put it in a bag upside down, and you're going to fold that bag. You're going to keep it in ambient temperature for maybe 2 or 3 days, maybe even a little longer if there's a lot of moisture in it. You're going to let it dry out, and then once it dries out, the seeds will pop open in the bag itself. So the idea is from this here, a lot of these are still in flower, so it's not quite ready. There was just that one that I found that was ready right now, but that's what you're going to look for when you're collecting those seeds. Thank you. Okay. So you know when wild lupine or cultized lupine seed are ready when the seed pods they form this lighter green color as opposed to this darker green color when they're still forming. And so that's actually when they're ready, but once they spiral out, that means the seed's already dropped. So there's a short time period from the time that they're ready and the time they drop. So there's one other thing that you can do if they're not ready when you come to collect them. And you could place one of these little sheer bags over the plant that's almost ready. So let's find one that's almost ready, but not 100% ready, like right here. So there's still a little bit of green. So I could put this bag over it like this, and then clamp down, close it up like that, and then I can come back here later and collect that plant. One other thing I wanted to talk about is how do you know a seed pod's ready, other than it already twisted and dropped. So if you look at them and you try to find the ones that have the lighter green starting to go into that tan color, those are the ones that are most likely ready. So this guy right here, let's just open him up. So he's not all the way ready, but they're partially. So you see the seeds that are green here, and then the seeds that are darker are probably already closer to being ready. But if you could take your fingernail and actually break it open with your fingernail, or it's soft, it's not ready. So that's kind of the idea. So that one I could still break with my finger, as you can see, maybe right there. So that's not quite ready. So that's why we're taking a little bit more of the stem with it. It'll give the plant a little bit more time to actually produce those seeds and become ripe. So that's why we're drying it out, and ambient temperatures in our bag. Okay, done.